Excuse me, do you know what is estate planning?
No.
Sorry. Okay. Hello, excuse me, do you know what is estate planning?
No, I don't know.
Hello, do you know what is estate planning?
What? Estate? I don't know. Planning also I don't know. Bye-bye.
Hello, sir. Do you know what is estate planning?
Tak tahu. Sorry.
Okay, thank you. Most of people think that after they die, their asset will be distributed to their family or as they wish.
However, this is not the reality. It is absolutely wrong. This is because if you don't decide, then the government will decide on your behalf.
And there is possibility that your family will not get your asset.
To avoid this, let us introduce you estate planning.
Asset planning is the most important part of financial planning. It is important to ensure individual or final property and healthcare are honoured and that loved ones are provided for seized asset in their absence.
Why estate planning is important?
Through estate planning, you will be able to
First, provide funds for funeral and settlement outstanding debt.
Second, provide income for living dependent and beneficiary.
Third, establish adequate fund for children's education needs.
Fourth, create trust when necessary.
Lastly, provision for charity and other specific wishes. The proper age to write a will in West Malaysia and Sarawak is 18 years old. Meanwhile, Sabah must be at least 21 years old. In the age of witnesses have to be above of 21 years old and cannot be beneficiary of the wills.
Now, I will explain to you how your asset will be managed if you have a will. First, your asset will be managed by an individual that have been appointed by yourself. Then, that individual will get the authority from the High Court. Then, your asset will be used to cover your funeral expenses, pay creditor, and distribute according to your wishes. Next, without a will, your asset will be managed by an administrator that have been appointed by the High Court. Then, the administrator will obtain the letter of administration from the High Court, but two surety may be required from the High Court. Then, your asset will be used to cover your funeral expenses and pay creditor. The balance of your asset will be distributed according to the Distribution Act 1958.
Well, let me explain to you the difference between will and no wills. Under a valid will, first, your asset will be distributed according to your wishes. Second, you can choose who to inherit your assets. Third, you can choose to pass certain belonging to certain individual. Fourth, the process will be most easy for your deceased family. Fifth, it also saves the legal cost and the time. Sixth, to avoid the family dispute and difference among them. Okay, without a valid will, the process will be more complicated. Firstly, secondly, before the process, you have to find out the sureties to throughout the process. The thirdly, lack of information about your estate. Fourthly, the suspicion family members among themselves. So, do you think which one is the better way for you to choose?
Now I will explain to you the differences between Muslim and non-Muslim. For Muslim, we will refer to Islamic law. For non-Muslim, we will refer to Will Act. Asset will distribute according to Islamic law, which is Fara'id. For non-Muslim, according to the Distribution Act.
Have you ever wondered if your will is valid? To avoid uncertainty, ambiguity, and dispute, you will need to be in writing, understandable language, witnesses, signature, in proper age, and sound mind. Your will can be cancelled through a written statement about intention to cancel the will signed by the testator. in the presence of the two witnesses. Second, you may write a lot of will, but only the latest will take effect. Your will may also be cancelled by destroy your own will.
Before we end this video, you must remember the definition of estate planning.
Why estate planning is important?
When we should write a will?
The procedure of estate planning.
The differentiate between will and no will.
The differences between Muslim and non-Muslim.
And also the additional information about estate planning.
We are
Your future estate planning.